Alright. There's a subject I want to talk about. Where to start? Have you ever heard of something called trauma bonding? So, I encountered this phenomenon where apparently younger kids, teenagers, young adults are trauma bonding, which is bonding over shared trauma. And in some cases when they're doing this, it seems like they're competing with each other. They're comparing their traumas, and they might even one-up each other. We're like, I have this going on, or I have that going on. I'm on this medication. Well, on top of that, I'm on this medication, and I have this, and if I don't take this medication, I will die. There's this competition to see who has it worse. And I guess it does help bond with other people, with other kids. The problem is that it can become part of one's identity. And I'm sure you've encountered this before. People literally identifying with their problems. People identifying as Asperger's. Literally identifying as having Asperger's. Not just saying being diagnosed with it. In some cases, avoiding diagnosis because they don't want to be invalidated. But identifying with their Asperger's syndrome. Identifying with being bipolar. And that means that gives them a special status. That means for them, they have to suffer this. We even see handicapped people identifying as being handicapped, and then getting upset when there might be a cure for that particular handicap. Sorry, I had to fix my hair. I encountered somewhere, I don't remember where, but basically, there was a deaf person that got upset that someone was able to hear. And they felt that this other deaf person's identity was being erased. That thing that made them special, not being able to hear, that erased a part of their identity. So here's why I bring this up. This is where this culture of victimhood is coming from. It didn't come out of nowhere. It's not like suddenly people, out of nowhere discovered, hey, it's fun to identify as being oppressed. This has been going on for some time. And it's been going on in schools. Maybe, honestly, this might have started when kids started getting medicated. When we started giving our kids drugs, like Ritalin. And they had no one to talk to about this because certainly their parents wouldn't listen to them. But it's turned into this phenomenon where now people feel like this is important to them to identify as their maladies. And if they don't identify like this, well then they're actually no longer special. Your identity makes you special, right? So you cling to that. It is who you are because in any other way you're unremarkable. So you're going to cling to being having your anxiety disorder or a particular heart problem or any number of things. You're going to cling to these things even if it turns out that it's self-diagnosis. You identified it. You identified into it, and it gives you something to talk about. It gives you an excuse for your behavior. It gives you an excuse for things that you can't accomplish. So people need to feel sorry for you. But it's something that you can always talk about, something you can always bring up, and it makes you special. So that's a problem we have in our society that I think is being overlooked. victim culture isn't going to go away as long as this kind of thing is going on. So I want you guys to think about where you might have seen something like this, and consider what can be done. How can you help someone out of this mindset? Is it even possible? I know some people that it seems like they're in this headspace, and I'm not sure that they can be fixed. I'm not sure that they can get out of that headspace. I think they'll always be there until something drives them to actually make a true name for themselves, forge an identity based off of their actions and not incidentals. So yeah, just let me know what you think. Have you seen this phenomenon? And do you agree that this is connected to this victimhood mentality that seems to be taking over the country, instead of victor mentalities? I'm sure you heard from Candace Owens, victim mentality, right? Do you agree these two things are related? Because I do. What can we do about it? And if you've helped someone to overcome this, what strategies did you employ? I'd like to know. That's all for this video. See you all later. Bye.